What's up guys, the first question is Melida wants to replace her old camera with a high resolution digital camera costing RM7,500. Her current camera is still in good condition, but she requires a new camera to support her work. She currently has 6,500 ringgit in savings. She's considering two options, which are option A and option B. For option A, she wants to buy the camera now by taking a personal loan of RM1,000 at 6% compounded monthly for 2 years. Meanwhile, in option B, she wants to save her RM6,500 first in an account earning 6% interest compounded monthly and buy the camera using only her savings after 2 years. Now the question asks, which option is more financially beneficial for Melda? First, we have to identify the formula that we are going to use for this question. For option A, the keyword there is taking a personal loan, which clearly states that we surely have to calculate the S, which is the simple amount, since we already have the P amounted to RM1,000 and I, which is 6% divided by 12, and the N equals to M, which is 12 months times with T, 2 years. By that, combine the information into the compound interest formula. After calculation, the answer will be RM1,127.16. The interest after S minus P is RM127.16. Next, for option B, we also have to use the compound interest formula since we have to find the S. We have P amounted RM6,500, the I, which is 6% divided by 12, and the N equals to M, which is 12 months times with T, 2 years. Put the information into the compound interest formula. After calculation, the answer will be RM7,326.54 cent. The interest after S minus P is RM826.54 cent. From the answers above, we can see that option B is more financially beneficial for Melda because the balance in her account is more than she has in option A, which is only RM127.16 cent, compared to option B, which is RM826.54 cent.
Mr. J. Ibrahim owns a piece of agricultural land located near an area targeted for urban development. He may sell it immediately for RM870000 and invest the amount at 3.5% interest compounded monthly, or retain it for 2.5 years when the land value is projected to rise to RM1010000. Advise Mr. J. Ibrahim on which decision will be financially more beneficial. For P is 870000, for K is 3.5%. You also can convert it to 0.035 to make it easy later. How to convert it? You can do it like this, 3.5 over 100. Next is M. M is 12 because the question states it is compounded monthly. For T, it will be 2.5 years. We will use S equal to P bracket 1 plus I bracket power of N. So now, you have to fill in the information you listed earlier into the formula. Calculate your answer and you will get S equal to 949433.85 ringgit Malaysia. We are not done yet. Read the question again. It asks you to give advice to Mr. J. Ibrahim. So the advice is, it is more financially beneficial for Mr. J. Ibrahim to retain the land for 2.5 years because the projected land value of RM1010000 is higher than the amount he would earn from selling it, which is RM949433.85. Let's move to question 3.
For question 3, Adwa has just started his first full-time job at the age of 20. He dreams of buying his first car when he turns 25 and decides to start saving early for a 2,000 down payment. To begin, Adwa deposits 9,200 ringgit into a car savings account that earns 4.1 interest compounded quarterly. 3 years later, after receiving a salary increment, he adds another 7,000 ringgit to the same account. The savings account remains untouched and continues to earn interest at the same rate until Adwa reaches 25 years old and is ready to make the down payment. A. Calculate the total accumulated amount in Adwa's saving account when he turns 25 years old. From the text given, we know that the principal is 9,200 ringgit and the interest is 4.1%, and it is compounded quarterly, which equals to 4. T is 3 years. For this equation, we have to use the formula S equals P in bracket 1 plus I, and then we have to substitute the information in the formula. The answer you'd get would be 10397.92 ringgit. As the question asks, we'd have to calculate his savings account when he turns 25 years old. We have only calculated his savings account until he is 23 years old, meaning we'd have to subtract 3 from 5, which equals 2 years left. Using the same formula earlier, we have to substitute the new principal, which is 17397.96 into the equation. And the final answer would be 18876.47 ringgit. B. Determine the total interest earned by that time. So firstly, we need to add 9,200 ringgit with 7,000 to get the principal, which equals to 16,200 ringgit. After that, to calculate the interest, we need to use the formula I equal S subtract P. Then we can substitute the information we have in the formula. Finally, we will get the answer for interest, which is 2678.47 ringgit. C. Based on your results, evaluate whether Adwa savings will be enough to cover the 2,000 ringgit down payment for his dream car. Explain your reasoning. Based on my results, Adwa savings will not be enough to cover the 20,000 down payment for his dream car because he is 1,123 ringgit 53 cents short on money. And now we will move on to part B, question 1.
For part B question 1, Saif's father left an inheritance of Rm 1.1 million, which was divided in the ratio of 5:3:2 among Saif and his two siblings Anjali and Rani. Saif used his entire share as the down payment for a fabric factory with Rm 1 million. He then took a loan to cover the remaining cost of the factory. The bank charges 4.2% interest compounded monthly, and the loan is to be repaid over a period of 25 years.
So for question 1A, find the monthly payment. The first thing we need to do is combine the ratio number, which is 5 plus 3 plus 2 equal to 10. You have to divide Rm 1.1 million with 10 and you'll get the answer 0.11. After that, 0.11 times with 5 and you'll get 0.55. So we don't want our answer to have point. So we have to times 0.55 with 1 million. So the answer will be Rm 55,000. So to get the A answer, you have to minus 55,000 with 1 million and you'll get the answer, which is 450,000. For this question, I use a present value formula. As you can see, this is the formula. So for this question, I use the present value formula, which is A minus R bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus I bracket negative power of n over I, then close the bracket. So this is the final answer. For question B, calculate the interest charge. So we have to find the interest. So we have to use the formula I equal to A minus NR. So the final answer will be Rm 277,572. For question C, if he fails to pay the first two monthly payments, find the amount he has to pay on the third payment in order to settle the outstanding arrears. So for this question, there's the keyword outstanding arrears. We have to use the formula future value, which is S equal to R bracket 1 plus I power n minus 1 over I. So for the final answer is Rm 7301.21. Immediately after paying for 20 years, he decided to settle the balance of the loan. Find the settlement amount. The question wants us to find the settlement amount, so we are going to use present value formula. R is 2425.24, K is 0.042, M is 12, N is 60, because he has already paid for 20 years. So he only needs to pay the remaining balance of the loan, which is 5 years. Since the loan term is 25 years, 25 minus 20, you'll get 5. Calculate your calculation. You need to change the years to months. So 5 times 12 equals to 60. You will get A equal to 131045.07 ringgit Malaysia. That's the final answer.
The final question in part B, Vijay plans to travel to Japan with his friends. To achieve his dream, he needs Rm 40,000. He can save only Rm 750 per month in Bank Spring, which offers 3.9% interest compounded monthly. Now the question is, how many monthly deposits must Vijay make to accumulate at least Rm 40,000? For this question, we have to use the future annuity formula since we have to calculate the future amount. However, based on the information given, we have S equals to 40,000, B equals to 750, I equals to 3.9% divided by 12, but no N. It seems like we have to calculate the N in order to find how many monthly deposits must Vijay make to achieve his desired amount. But we can solve this question by just put the information first that we have into the formula and calculate. Most people have some difficulties for this question since we have to use the 1N or log calculation. But by using this calculation work that I've written here, we can get the answer right away. In order to calculate using the 1N calculation, first you have to write 1N, open bracket, 1.17333 and close the bracket. Divide by 1N, open bracket, 1.00325 and close the bracket. After that, we can get the N, which is 49.26 months, which is the answer.